Good morning, students. Very good morning, Ananda. Welcome to the video number 12, I think so, isn't it? Geometry part 12. So, listen carefully, ma. Today, we are going to discuss another beautiful concept, which is intercept theorem. What it is? Intercept theorem. Very important. So, first, look at the statement. If three or more parallel lines intersected by two transversals through two transversals, then the intercepts made by them on the transversal are proportional. So this is the statement. Come on, read the statement and try to understand what is given, because to solve any question, maybe a theorem, maybe a problem, okay, maybe a standard result. So first of all, we must understand the question properly. What is given, what is asking, and what we have to do. So these are the three important questions you need to answer first of all. What is given? See, what is given? If three or more parallel lines are intersected by two transversals, okay? So look at this. Three or more parallel lines. Let it be line 1, line 2 and line 3. Say these are the three parallel lines L, M, N. Okay, three parallel lines. Two or more, no? Three or more. Okay, I want to consider three. Three or more parallel lines intersected by two transversals. Intersected by two transversals. Let it be the one of the transversal line and let it be the one more transversal line. These are the two transversals. So first one intersecting the three parallel line sector PQR, whereas the second one intersecting at, suppose, assume it as suppose say ABC. Okay, fine. This is what given, no? three or more parallel lines are intersected by two transversals, yes, then intercepts made by them on the transversal. You know, this is the transversal cuts at three different points. Then PQ and QR as well as AB and BC are called the intercepts made by the transversals, and those intercepts are proportional. That is what we need to prove. Okay, ma'am. First, please write what is given. What is given? Three lines, three parallel lines, L comma M comma N. Three parallel lines, L comma M comma N. I mean, such that, better you can say only three lines, L comma M comma N, such that L is parallel to M is parallel to N. Next, so two transversals, say suppose X and Y, cut by L comma M comma N at where they are cutting at P comma Q comma R and A comma B comma C, isn't it? The two transversals cutting the three lines at the different points PQR and ABC. So what we need to prove, required to prove, the intercepts are proportional. So I mean PQ by QR, isn't it? These are the intercepts, PQ and QR. And other side AB by BC, because of proportional, no? So this ratio must be equal. Yes, for this we need to construct. So what we need to construct, you know, draw a parallel line from P. Say suppose this is capital M. Draw a parallel PM. Draw a line PM which is parallel to AC, and which means this so-called second line at say some capital L. Do not confuse, huh? These are small m denoted by the lines, and capital L and capital M are the points. So look at that. What is the construction? Draw PM which is parallel to PM which is parallel to AC. Is it no? PM parallel to AC, and moreover which meets the line M, which meets the line small m. Is it not the line small m at capital L? This parallel meeting this line M at point some capital L. Okay. Now look at this. Coming to proof. See, can I say because of PM is parallel to AC, what about PL and AB? These two things. PL is parallel to AB I can say it, no? Because of construction. Okay. And what can you say about PA and LB? PA and LB. These two are also parallel. PA and LB are also parallel because already these two lines are parallel, no? Since L is parallel to line M. Fine. Now, if you look at this quadrilateral PABL, see PA is parallel to LB, PL is parallel to AB. I mean, opposite sides are parallel. Hence, I can say that PABL is a parallelogram. Is a parallelogram. When it is a parallelogram, then opposite sides are equal. Hence, I can say that PA is equals to AB. PL is equals to AB. Okay. So let it be relation number 1. Fine. What next? Now come down. In the same way, LM is parallel to BC. Even LB is parallel to MC. So once again, opposite sides are parallel. Means again, this LBCM is also a parallelogram. Isn't it? So I can say like this. So also, what is that also? LM is parallel to BC and LB is parallel to MC. So that implies I can say that LBCM is a again parallelogram. So once again, because it is a parallelogram, again opposite sides are equal. Hence LM, which is equals to BC, I can say. LM is equals to BC. Let it be second one. And PL is equals to AB. Let it be the relation 1. Okay. Now you see here. What can you say about this triangle now? PRM. In this triangle, clearly QL will be parallel to RM also. So look at this interesting fact now. So till now we concentrated on 2 parallelograms. Now look at PRM triangle. From triangle PRM, in this PRM, QL is parallel to RM. QL is parallel to RM, isn't it? So once again I can use Pythagoras theorem therefore. BPT, basic proportionality theorem, because the side is parallel to the third side, which intersecting the other 2 sides in the distinct points, 2 distinct points. Hence what I can say? PQ by QR, which is equals to PL by LM. So therefore PQ by QR is equals to, instead of PL I can write AB, and instead of LM I can write BC. I think this is the required condition. PQ by QR is equals to AB by BC. So the intercepts are proportional. Length of the intercepts are in proportional. See, very simple children. 3 parallel lines intersected by 2 transversal lines at some PQR and ABC. So my intention is, I want to prove this is a parallelogram as well as this is also a parallelogram. So for that, draw a line PM which is parallel to AC. Parallel to AC. And this parallel is also meeting the middle line, that is M at L. Okay, fine. Now clearly PL is parallel to AB, even PA is parallel to LB. Opposite sides are parallel. So when opposite sides are parallel, then that particular quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So because of a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. So you can also repeat the same process in this quadrilateral. Then this is also proved as a parallelogram. Once again, opposite sides are equal. So now coming to this portion, PRM is clearly a triangle. So once again here QL will be parallel to RM, and so we can apply BPT theorem. So with the help of BPT, we can prove that the intercepts made by transversals are proportional. Okay. So coming to next one. ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC. Moreover, E and F are points on non-parallel sides. AD and BC. On AD and BC, such that EF is parallel to AB. Then show that AE by ED, which is equals to BF by FC. So look at the statement, ma. ABCD is a trapezium. Okay. Let it be the trapezium ABCD. Okay. What is given? AB is parallel to DC. Yeah, of course. AB is parallel to DC. E and F are points on non-parallel sides. So this is E and this is F. E and F are 2 points on AD and BC such that EF is parallel to AB. Again, what is given? EF is parallel to AB. So EF also parallel to AB. Okay, fine. Now do one thing. Join BD. Yes. What to do? We need to prove that AE by ED is equals to BF by FC. Very simple, ma. You can use a BBT concept here. See, by joining this BD, now entire trapezium is divided into two triangles. This is one of the triangle ABD, and moreover in this ABD triangle, assume that this is some point where it meets, say, some ABCD EFG. Okay, so in this triangle, see, EG is parallel to AB, hence we can apply BPT. And also in the second triangle BDC, in this triangle, see, again GF will be parallel to CD, no? So hence once again we can apply Pythagoras. Okay, fine. So what is given? ABCD is a trapezium okay, and moreover E and F are points on AD and BC. Okay, what we need to prove? We have to prove that AE by ED is equals to BF by FC. Okay, so coming to proof, so first from triangle ADB, so what is the observation? What you observed here in triangle ADB? EG is parallel to AB. So hence I can say that DE by EA, isn't it, is equals to DG by GB. So because of BPT, and let it be condition number 1. So next, also from triangle BDC. So what do you observe there? GF is parallel to DC, isn't it? GF is parallel to DC. So this time tell me. BG by GD, isn't it, is equals to BF by FC. Or else say BG by GD. BG by GD means what I can say here, reciprocal, no, for the above one. So that is AE by DE. which is equals to BF by FC. Isn't it? So above we have now from 1. This is GD by BG. Take the reciprocal. Now instead of DE by EA, I can write AE by DE. I think the required condition is proved. Very simple, no? Right. So once again, one more question. So look at the question first of all. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC and the diagonals AC and BD intersecting at O, then prove that AO by OC, which is equals to BO by OD. Isn't it, ma? So look at the statement once again. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to BC, and moreover diagonals are intersecting at O. Fine. So draw the trapezium first of all. Okay, let it be the trapezium ABCD, and given that diagonals are intersecting at a point O. So first of all, write what is given. Given that ABCD is a trapezium and the diagonals, what are the diagonals? AC and BD are intersecting at point O, and we need to prove AO by OC, which is equals to BO by OD. So basically, because of trapezium, we know that AB is parallel to DC, but which is not sufficient for us to prove the above condition. So we need some construction. What is that? So do one thing, construction is draw a parallel line through O, say some EO, which is parallel to such a way that which is parallel to AB. So draw draw a line through O, that is such that EO is parallel to AB. EO is parallel to AB. So now we can consider this triangle, no? ADC from this triangle. So coming to proof, from triangle ADC. See now EO is not only parallel to AB, which is also parallel to DC also. So EO is parallel to AB, which is parallel to DC. So once again, in this triangle, line joining parallel to the third side. So we can apply Pythagoras. Sorry, BPT. What is that? AE by ED is equals to AO by OC, because of basic proportionality theorem. Now we considered the triangle ADC, no? Now this time let us consider triangle ADB. So also from triangle ADB, in this, what I can say, EO is parallel to AB, no? Anyhow, EO is parallel to AB. So now look at that. DE by EA, which is equals to DO by OB. So take the reciprocal, that is AE by DE. We can also write it as ED, no? Which is equals to OB by DO or OD, no problem. So let it be the equation number 2, and this is equation number 1, and this is because of again BPT. So from 1, 2, see AE by ED is equals to, here it is equals to AO by OC, whereas here it is equals to OB by OD. So I can say that therefore AO by OC, which is equals to OB by OD. OB or BO, both are same, or else AO by OC is equals to BO by OD. Hence, proof. Do you understand me? So see that to apply BPT theorem, we need a condition that within the triangle, two sides must be parallel. So sometimes will be provided already they are parallel. If not, we have to construct a parallel line. Okay. Or else suppose sometimes he will be provided that the ratio is equal. Then according to converse of BPT, we can consider that that so-called two lines are parallel to each other. Okay. So in the coming class, we will be concentrating on new concept, especially from last two videos. I think so we are dealing with almost all BPT and converse of BPT, right? So that's it for BPT and converse BPT applications. So in the next class, we are going to discuss another new concept of similar triangles. Okay, thank you.